This is a Swede Speaks.
It's time to talk about last week in Islamic terror, so let's get started with that. On Monday, February 26, 2018, there were 27 dead and 30 injured. And among those were, in Kasuvan, Magani, Nigeria, 12 Christians dead and 20 injured in retaliation for rescuing 2 girls from forced conversion. In Kababe, in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, 6 dead, among them a priest, and 4 injured by suspected members of the Allied Democratic Forces, which, in spite of its name, is an Islamist organization. In Hassano, Syria, 6 dead when Hayat Tahrir al-Sham poured shells into a residential area. On Tuesday, February 27th, there were 39 dead and 8 injured, and among those were, in Douentza, Mali, at least 6 dead, killed by Sharia advocates. In Kandahar, Afghanistan, 6 police officers dead and 5 injured by a fundamentalist group. And in Baghdad, Iraq, 3 dead and 3 injured by Islamic radicals. On Wednesday, February 28th, there were 15 dead and 27 injured, and among those were, in Bab al-Hawa, Syria, 3 dead and 3 injured by Hayat al-Sham members. In Dara, Syria, 2 dead and 18 injured when a Sunni group fired a shell into a residential area. In Nauhisar, Pakistan, 4 security personnel dead and 6 injured by a suicide bomber. Thursday, March 1st, there were 8 dead and 8 injured, and those were, in Kaya, Nigeria, 1 dead and 3 injured during a raid by Boko Haram. In Mogadishu, Somalia, 3 dead and 2 injured when al-Shabaab fired a mortar outside a sports stadium. In Kada, Somalia, at least 2 dead and 3 injured by a suicide bomber. And in Chikide, Nigeria, 2 occupants of a vehicle dead when a suicide bomber rammed the vehicle. On Friday, March 2nd, there were 41 dead and 153 injured. Among those were, in Fino Ward, Kenya, 5 local police officers dead and 3 injured by an al-Shabaab attack. In Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso, 8 dead and 90 injured by a wave of Nusrat al-Islam attacks. In Ran, Nigeria, there were 11 dead and 3 injured by a Boko Haram attack. On Saturday, March 3rd, there were 13 dead and 16 injured, and among those were, in Johar, Somalia, 3 Burundi peacekeepers dead and 7 injured when al-Shabaab Islamists bombed them and then opened fire on them. In Kak-e-Safed, Afghanistan, 3 civilians executed by the Taliban. In Deir al-Sur, Syria, 2 civilians dead and 4 injured by an Islamic State bomb. And on Sunday, March 4th, there were 13 dead and 14 injured, and those were, in Shamiku, Syria, 3 civilians dead and 3 injured by Hayat Tahrir al-Sham. In Tal Keif, Syria, Iraq, 2 dead and 3 injured by separate attacks by jihadists. In Beni, Democratic Republic of the Congo, 7 locals dead and 8 injured when Allied Democratic Forces Islamists ambushed them. And in Jingo, Thailand, a 69-year-old rubber tapper dead, shot in the head by Muslim so-called insurgents. So last week there were 156 dead and 256 injured. Last month, February 2018, there were 930 dead and 928 injured. This year, 2018, so far, there has been 2,157 dead and 2,522 injured. Last year, 2017, there were 15,779 dead and 14,360 injured. So, as we can see, last week there were 156 unnecessary deaths caused by Islam. Islam causes death, destruction, injury and other kinds of problems in the East, in the West, in the North and in the South. Islam is a bad idea, and people pay for this bad idea either by living in ideological prison or by getting killed or injured. We need to identify this problem if we want to stop its consequences. That is why I keep on reporting this, and that is all I have to say about this right now. I intend to return with a new video next week on this subject. Sadly, there has already been some Islamic terror this week too. I would like to thank everyone who is supporting my work. I am working on getting the tiers for February out, and I will start to write the articles from March this week. If you like what I do, if you think what I do is important, please consider sending me $1 or $2, or 10, or 100. That's always greatly appreciated. Also, don't forget to check out my live stream tomorrow, Thursday, 1 p.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Mountain time, 3 p.m. Central time, 4 p.m. Eastern time, 9 p.m. Western European time, 10 p.m. Central European time, 11 p.m. Eastern European time, and midnight further Eastern European time. And by the way, I'm going to Poland on March 15th, so if there's anyone to Gdansk, so if there's anyone there who wants to meet me, please let me know, and maybe we can arrange something. So, until next time, have a nice day, and God bless.